Hey, Lee. Hey, Lee. How are things at the House of Representatives?
They're pretty good. We're waiting for the budget. Pretty good over here, you know. Oh.
Wow. That seems like you had a lot of caffeine. I put my best foot forward.
All right, good afternoon, Facebook land.
Hi, everyone.
It's Friday at 3-ish. 3:12. We were really late,
enough.
sorry. But time for the Facebook Weekly Update. Just want to recap for you real quick what happened this week. So first, we're going to talk about House Ed that happened on Monday. And then preview next week's agenda. So Lee, why don't you go ahead and tell us what's up?
House Ed, we didn't have anything super controversial in House Education. They actually surprised us and met in the morning, not the afternoon. So it made our week odd.
Yeah.
But nothing really of note there, nothing we were really worried about. Sailed through, and next week it has a much longer agenda, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But it seemed like they were just kind of getting some cleanup, some mirror bills, some kind of non-controversial stuff through.
Cool. For Senate, I think that our biggest bill on Senate Ed this week was House Bill 2119, which is about penalties and school safety reporting. So what that bill would do was basically enhance the penalties for failing to report a threat of serious violence against a school or another student. We had some issues with how districts would be penalized if they didn't have those policies in place and didn't enforce them, which as the bill came out of the House. But we have some commitment from the sponsor to work on those issues. So we're going to be meeting with them next week. So we'll see where we can go from there. But for right now, we're opposed to it in its current form. We're hoping we can get to a place where they can fix it. But that's pretty much it for last week's pretty light week. Upcoming week, Monday, Senate or House Ed again. What do we got?
We'll have 1071 school districts personnel evaluations. That's the Boyer bill that we like that reduces the amount that your students' AC merit scores can account for your teacher or principal evaluation outcomes. 1099 patriotic youth groups school access. That was that Girl Scout bill. We are now neutral on it. The sponsors have been great about working with us on amendments, and now it's mostly permissive language, so we're neutral there. And Senate Bill 1256 is school districts procurement practices auditors. We will be sending around a note about this later today, but there's been some confusion, I guess, amongst members how we feel about it. We are supportive of 1256. It removes some provisions that were enacted with the budget last year related to procurement, requiring lowest qualified bidder for contracts and requiring that districts change their auditor every 3 years. So if those get taken out with an emergency clause, we'll be really happy about that. So that'll come through House Education, and we hope it gets wild support.
Yeah, so we have on that one, the reason why we're going to ask you to get in touch with your members is because we have a couple of Republicans who don't like that idea, who still want the lowest qualified bidder in there. And we have some Democrats who are confused about it. So we want to make sure that everybody hears from our members, about how important it is that we get that out so that we can have truly competitive bidding for quality products and services at the district level. So look out for that.
Also in the House, we have suicide prevention, 1468.
Yes.
So that should be, and we're also neutral with that because Senator Bowie has been very gracious with his amendments. So look for that on Monday.
All right, so Senate a little bit different this week. Morgan's gonna tell us about the Senate. What's going on?
So Senate Ed actually is not meeting. Apparently they only had 2 bills available to them from the House to even meet, so they just opted not to do it. So higher ed stole a few of our bills, so we're still having a few Senate, ed things going on. They're going to be pretty easy ones. So it's going to be in the Higher Education and Workforce Development Committee. So that's going to be on Monday again instead of Tuesday, like our usual Senate Ed. So this is going to be just some easy bills. It's going to be House Bill 2303. It's just that bill that codifies the rules so that computer science is allowed as a graduation credit towards like a math or something along those lines. And then House Bill 2525, it's a bill allowing going towards the Experienced Teacher Retention Pilot Program. Had a lot of support in the House. A lot of people liked it, so we're not seeing any problems with that one. It just appropriates some money to continue that program. And then House Bill 2683, just that exclusion for the CTEDs to not receive any letter grades. So we don't expect any issues with that one either. So that's what we're looking at in higher ed on Monday instead of Tuesday.
All right. The other ones, a couple other ones to look out for. We're still on 2026. We talked about it last week. We sent around an opportunity to email your legislators on that one, as well as the misconduct involving weapons gun bill. I still didn't write down the number because I'm not.
2693.
2693. We also have an update
Got through
on that one.
judiciary yesterday.
Yeah. Passed committee yesterday, so we're still hoping to, bring some heat on that one. So watch for that as well. An opportunity to re-engage on that. That is pretty much it. I think that anything else we got going on. Shout out to my peeps in Yavapai County. Senate Bill 1073 on the Mingus Union, Cottonwood, Clarkdale Jerome consolidation issue got out of the Senate. It's much improved, but we still have an issue with the repeal of the repeal, shall we say. We want it to stay the way that it is, and they're trying to get rid of it so that it wouldn't automatically repeal after 2020, which we want to stay in there. So we're working on that. That is pretty much it. We're getting down to it. We looked through all the bills we have problems with, and we only had a list of like 5 or 6, so that's good. Everything else is just sort of neutral or positive. So, yeah. Things are closing in. Hopefully, 2 weeks left to hear bills in committee, so we'll do that. And after that, we will be down to the last bills for conference committee, and then it'll be budget time and
Final countdown.
So we're all waiting on the budget. We're gonna go have some more EGs. Shout out to EGs.
And Chris Thomas for his birthday.
Happy birthday. Also want to shout out Alex, our intern, who actually left like 3 weeks ago, but I kept forgetting to say his name on camera. So thank you, Alex, for your help this semester. We appreciate you. He's been behind the camera the whole time, and so we like him, and I just dropped my mic pack. This is going great. With that, you all should have a good weekend. We're going to get out of here, and we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.